Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hey, Beth. Good morning. Who else is that? Hey, beautiful Beth. Good morning to you. You like that picture, DJ Reese? Y'all know I had to find it. Hey, Thompson. Good morning. Hey, Kendra. Good morning. Oh, you watched It Follows last night. I know you enjoyed it. I know you watched it a couple times going, what the hell am I looking at? Oh, I know you did a couple of those because it's one of those movies. It's one of those movies, but it's a fun movie though. But it's weird as hell. It is weird. But man, I have a collection of photos for y'all this morning that I found. About that little pitiful little parade that the president. Yeah, that's little baby Trump. Look at him playing with his little toy soldiers. Look at him. You see him in his little adult diaper playing with the toy soldiers. It's so cute. Good morning. He was so sad yesterday. Okay, first I want to tell y'all something. Y'all know the White House put out a report and said 250,000 people were at that parade. Come on, y'all. 250,000. Come on. There were tons and tons of empty seats, empty stands. This was a party that a guy threw himself because he's mad that no one likes him and he thought he could force you to like him. But nobody gave a shit. He said, what's the most confusing? Oh, AJ, you know what the most confusing day is in history and across a lot of America? That they worship a man that shits and pisses on himself, AJ. That's the craziest part. When the guys they go, I'm a tough guy, but I look up to the guy that shits and pisses on himself. That's the one that gets me, AJ. Bye. I wanted to make sure I did that on his way out. Man, they get so upset. What you upset with me for? All I'm doing is showing you what your president did yesterday. He took your tax dollars to throw himself a parade that nobody showed up to. Oh, hey, Adam. Trump shits himself. Winning, been blocked. Isn't it a beautiful thing? I say it and then block them. Oh, you know they be stewing over there. God damn it, that damn black woman, I went on her damn TikTok because she had my president up there in a diaper and I tried to say something and she fucking blocked me. Can you believe it? She fucking blocked me. I'm going to report her ass to TikTok because that's a violation of my rights. How dare her block me? Yep. I'm laughing about that whack-ass soldiers parade. Sure am, where Trump was shitting himself in the stands. Bye, you've been blocked too. You ain't gonna hide behind soldiers. Trump shits himself every day and got a Capri Sun taped to his leg. Doesn't he, BDF? Bye. Look, they crashing out this morning, y'all. They crashing out because and he was, say it again. Thank you, Nita. And Trump was falling asleep during the parade. He fell asleep. Papa was shitting his pants while he was sleeping up there in the parade. Man, if y'all saw how they crashing out into these comments, because some of them y'all can't see, they are crashing out in these comments. What do they say? I'm about to hit y'all with the angina from Poltergeist. This house is clean. Listen, they are mad with me. Mad with me, baby. Yes, Trump is the best president mentally that's ever shit himself while he's in office. Make Americans shit themselves again. You've been blocked. Yay! Hey. Isn't this a wonderful pic of the parade? He got to see all his little toy soldiers. And I love that they put a little helmet on Dumpy so he doesn't hurt himself when he slips and falls. Because remember, he fell up the stairs. We got that shit on film. He fell up the stairs, the Stair Force. Look, I called it Stair Force 1. Listen. They are crashing out this morning. Do you hear me? All of the geriatric supporters all across America. This is why they also don't like when I talk about Trump's age. He's 79. 79. Next year, he won't even be able to blow out his own candles. He won't even be able to. Look at him play with the little soldiers. Look at him. Look at the little baby. Oh, he's so adorable. He's so adorable. Oh. Oh. What does he do? He shits on himself, user. And I don't know about you. I don't like standing next to adults who are shitting themselves. Bye. You gotta love when you block them and then they come back in their ghost account with the 5 followers. It's so funny. Oh, they're upset. Middle America's upset that Trump is shitting himself and has a Capri Sun bag on his leg every time your president walks. Every time he walked yesterday, you heard this. Every time. That's all that water. That's all that water. And I made a post this morning and I asked the question, is that catheter bag made in America? Americans have a right to know. Are Trump's diapers made in America? Or are they stamped in China like most of his ties? We need to know. America deserves to know the truth. Isn't that what Republicans say every day? That we need transparency? Transparency? Well, I want transparency. Where are those baby wipes coming from? Where are the diapers coming from? What about the diaper rash cream? And you know he got to have diaper rash. You're right, Trump is a goat because he shits himself like goats, Greg. Opa! Bye, Greg. See you tomorrow. Yay, bye. Man, they get so mad with me. I want to know who the personal wiper is, too. If we're lucky, it's JD. If we're lucky, JD got to wipe his own daddy's ass. Bye, whoever I just blocked again. I just do this shit to piss them off. Why? Because conservatives run around claiming they want to troll liberals. They don't want to troll liberals. They want to be heard. And when you don't hear them, they don't have nothing else. Me, I don't give a fuck about hearing them. But I do care about triggering them. And what I found, it doesn't hurt to trigger them. It don't even take much effort. Oh, hey, L, Trump shits himself in the bed at night. Bye. Triggered. You think they're crashing out now? Watch. We're only at just the beginning of this thing. We're only at just the beginning of this. Look at the general of McDonald's. Look, he got him a couple Happy Meal medals. You know, he got some Ronald McDonald medals. He probably got a couple chicken nugget medals in there too. Look at that. Look at that. Look at him standing up there like a proud general of every hamburger across America. Look at him. Look, this ain't stolen valor. He earned every single one of these fucking medals right here. All these McDonald's medals, he earned these. Because this dude eats McDonald's daily. Yeah, that's General of McDonald. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. Hey, Goose, your President Trump, he shits himself. Bye. Look, y'all, they are triggered, honey. Triggered. Triggered, they on the phone. Look, calling their friend. Look, you know how they do when they get that phone? Hey, Ralph, get your ass on TikTok. We're MAGA strong. Get on TikTok, man. Get on TikTok. We're MAGA strong. We got this black woman, this Negro woman on TikTok talking about how our daddy wears a Capri Sun. I mean, no, I'm not going to say it. That's what she says. She calls it a Capri Sun because she says she hear water when he walk. And she say he wears diapers. And she's asking questions. I wear diapers too, Mac. Is it wrong to wear diapers? Does that make us not? Never mind, Mac. Listen, get your ass on TikTok, Mac. She's on there talking about her daddy. Stat. Man. Hey, and conservative ladies, I boot you. I don't let you be in my life. What is it, 9:45? It's breakfast time somewhere in America. Get to work. Listen, you talk about being traditional. Well, I'm a traditional woman. Hey, I'm a liberal and more traditional than you. So get to work. Okay? Get to work. Go fix a meal. Fix a lunch. Start preparing dinner. Mustang's gone. Bye. Bye. They are crashing, y'all. What they say? Attention, attention all Walmart shoppers. Attention all Walmart shoppers. Please push your cart to the side of the aisle. Please push your cart to the side of the aisle. If your Wrangler jeans are shaking, it's because your government issued flip phone is vibrating to tell you that that Negro woman's on TikTok talking about our president again. We know that our president uses the bathroom on himself. We know it. We know it. We know that his bowels, we know it. His bowels and his bladder betray him every day. We know it. But he's still our president. We still look up to a guy that shits and pisses on himself every day because we ain't got much to look up to. So we got to look up to him. Get your ass on the TikToks. Bring her down. Bring her down. Please, Mildred, put down that damn can of that damn cocktail sauce. Put that shit down and get your ass on the TikToks. Thank you. Thank you for shopping at Walmart. Chill. Oh, they got upset this morning with that first picture. Biden didn't shit himself, Raz. Trump shit himself multiple times. He shits himself every day, Raz. And he has a Capri Sun taped to his leg. And when he walks, that's what you hear, Raz. Isn't it horrible? It's horrible to look up to a guy that shits and pisses himself. Bye. I told him a lie. And before he was able to process it, it was gone. Hell, if his mind was right, I wouldn't care. No, I would care. Don't nobody want no old ass dude being president. Ain't that what y'all said? Nah, I'm tired of old ass dudes. Period. I'ma say it. I'm tired of old ass dudes trying to tell us what to do. The rest of us. Every time Trump get up. That's his knees. That's his knees. Honestly, if I tell you what you never know now. That's his knees. We deserve better than that. Americans deserve better than that. We shouldn't be able to dance when our president stands up. We're dancing now when Trump stands up. Everybody like, what's all that popping? Somebody popping popcorn? No, it's his knees. First of all, thank you all so much for joining me this morning. Tap that like button, tap that share button, share. You can just do copy link. Thank you so much. Yeah, we need somebody younger. We need people who know what the internet really is. You understand? We need people that don't think windmills cause cancer. Yeah. We need people that don't sit all day and wait for that commercial to come on that's going to help them get a free scooter. Yeah. We need people like that. Oh, I ain't leave out the catheter and the diapers, but I call that catheter a Capri, that catheter is a Capri Sun pack. That's what that catheter is. That's a Capri Sun pack taped to his legs. That's why every time Trump walk now, this is what we get. Don't let no children be around because you know children gonna tell everything. Mom, how come every time the president walks it sounds like an ocean? What's that sound? Why does he sound like water? Why does he sound like roll tide, Mom? How come every time the president walks over here, I feel like I'm at the beach, Mom? That's why I'm like, listen, conservatives talked all the time about Trump's age. Every fucking day. As long as he's president, I'm going to talk about Trump's age. I cut a whole bunch of age videos this morning. Oh, yeah. Because see, the liberal media and the conservative media, they're both too afraid to talk about age. You know why? Because it's mostly old people in them fucking panels doing the news. Putting the news. Oh, Ruben, your president shits himself. Focus, man. Focus. Send Trump some adult diapers so he won't have any leaking. Bye. Coming in here trying to tell me that. Nope, I'm going to tell you that shit and block you and send you packing. What did I tell y'all? You're right. Thank God Trump won. So he can shit on himself so all other Americans that are shitting on themselves feel like great Americans too. Bye. Hey, I have a question, everybody. Can you call yourself a patriot when the diaper that you shit in every day is made in China? Can you really call yourself a patriot if all your diapers are made in China? If you really want to be a patriot, shouldn't you shit on made in America stuff? Listen. Honey, do you know how mad they are with me this morning? You know how mad they are with me this morning? Because I always show that conservatives are full of shit. Hold up, I saw something. Hey, deaf specimen, Trump shits himself. Yeah, Trump shits himself. Bye. I went on ahead and booted Deaf. I didn't even want to just mute him. This is a privileged live. This is a privileged live. Okay? A privileged live. Hey. Oh. Hold up. Let me turn it back and show the little baby. Because they get upset when I show the little diaper Don. Look at little Donald, y'all. Look at little baby Donald playing with his little toy soldiers. This ain't even a baby. This is adult diaper Don. This is what Donald Trump looks like after he's had a long day of not working. Because he doesn't work, right? You know how when women come home from work, they take off their bra? Trump takes off his pants and hangs out in his diaper and plays with all his toy soldiers. Look at Papa. Look at Pawpaw. And then when he's done, he takes out his cell phone and he goes on that thing called the internet. I want to know who puts them to bed too. I keep telling y'all, Trump can never fight for you. Oh, Aquarius. Oh, Poom Poom. You just mad your president shits himself. Bye, beloved. Bye. Oh, she's so mad. Here and gone. Life comes at you fast in this life. What do they say? Gotta be quicker than that. They be so mad. I know how to multitask. But I want to know who puts Trump to bed too. You know what I really want to know? When they change his diaper, does he lay down on his back and throw his legs up? That's what I want to know. I want to know. When that diaper change happened, does he lay down and throw his legs up? And if he does lay down and throw his legs up, is he on his phone on True Social at the same time, like multitasking? I think he throw them up too, but that's just me, because he looks like the type of guy that loves to throw his legs up. Catch it. But that's what I want to know. Or do they make them stand up and they shower them? Like they just spring them down like cattle or something? Like how do they do it when it's time to change these fucking diapers? Do they have an adult diaper genie on Air Force One to lock in that odor? That's what I want to know. Because y'all know diapers can be treacherous. I got your side hurting. Good. I'm glad you're having fun this morning, Rooster. Diapers can be treacherous, beloved. So on that damn Air Force One, do they have some type of like airlock thing to put them adult diapers in? That's what we need to know. These are the questions that the press won't answer. They won't ask the Trump administration. Let them put your ass out of there. They already don't want to report room. It's like the Trump administration don't tell the truth anyway. Fuck it. Let them put you out while asking the stories that we want to know. How much money has been spent? How much taxpayer dollars since Trump been in office been spent on incontinence products? How many times has the president fallen off the toilet? Hey, Arrow, no, you can't ask me nothing. It's ask ASK. You've been blocked. Ain't no Paul Bunyan in here. Oh, I'm sure millions get spent. Millions get spent. Like, how many diapers do they have at Mar-a-Lago versus the White House? Like, is it a special room for all the adult diapers, baby wipes? You know they need diaper rash cream. Because there's no fucking way you can wear diapers without diaper rash cream because you're going to get diaper rash. So you need diaper rash cream, right? You need all those things, you know? But look at him. This happened after the parade yesterday. After he had that parade and he cried while he was sitting in the stands looking all stupid and silly, shitting himself. And that little Capri Sun bag was getting all his fluids that he drank. All that orange Fanta he got from McDonald's was in that little Chinese, that little Chinese bag taped around his leg. Again, he had on bronzer. He got his hair done. Oh, look at Mona. Mona's upset. Bye, Mona. Trump shits himself. That's what we're talking about. Focus, Mona. Bye. No, you're not allowed to be here. Gotta go. This place is not a democracy. This is a republic of me. Ain't that what y'all say, conservatives, every day? Y'all say, America ain't no democracy. Then why the hell y'all expect TikTok to be one? Catch that. How do you expect TikTok to be a democracy, but not your own government? Get out of here. Get out of here. So I give you what you're looking for. I treat you exactly in the country that you say you want. It's democracy of me. Oh, you said Kamala slept her way. Sounds like fart like you're angry that you couldn't do the same. Bye. The ones that, the men who always say, Kamala slept her way to the top. She slept her way to the top. You know what I hear when I hear that? They mad they couldn't catch it. She didn't even sleep her way to the top. She's smart. She knows how to do shit. They don't have I have a job, South Dakota. It's to point out that Trump shits himself. That's what my job is. Bye. Oh, they so mad. They so mad. They so mad. Hell, if women could sleep their way to the top, you know what that exposes? Men are fucking easy. Let's just really deal with it. Hell, if you want to throw it out there, don't be mad at me that y'all thought boxes in the streets. Don't be mad at me that you'll give a woman anything she wants if she give you 2 minutes of pleasure, because that's all it takes for you to feel like your life has been changed. Listen, okay? Listen. Here we go again with these fucking cheerleading ass American men. Some of you are so damn sensitive, okay? Some of you are so jealous of the girls. I know you want to be one of the girls. It's okay. All you got to do is say, I want to be one of the girls. You don't have to be jealous of women. I'm getting to a point now. It's like, let's just deal with it, because real men, real strong men don't act like that. It's only the weak ones. Men who are strong, men who know how to be men, they have no interest in competing with women. Because women don't have nothing they want but their femininity. That's it. That's it. I've never seen a strong man go, yeah, that woman over there, she's doing too damn much. She's too damn smart. The only men who say that are insecure men. I'm going to tell you, a real man, if he has a wife that's smart, talented, boss lady, he proud of that shit. He said, that's my fucking wife right there. Yeah, she owns 5 businesses. That's my wife right the fuck there. Shit, she's smarter than every woman in this fucking room. That's what a strong man say. A weak man is intimidated by that shit. A strong man is proud. He's like, that's my motherfucking wife. She married me. She could have chose any man in the world. She chose my ass. That's a strong man. A weak man, don't you go doing that, little lady. Get out of here. See, even Rooster telling y'all. It's multiple men in here telling you. That's why when MAGA talks that shit, that is weak men. Strong men are going to follow a guy like Trump. First of all, strong men don't follow. That's the first thing. Catch that. Catch that. Strong men lead. They don't follow. And they certainly ain't going to follow somebody that's weak. See, a lot of you don't get it. And a lot of men specifically in America don't get it. Not all, just the weak ones. Because they wasn't raised with no daddy. They was raised in a sea of women. So they running around here acting like fucking women instead of men. That's the real issue. Let's call it what it is. Because in many ways, Trump acts like a fucking woman. He always in his feelings and shit. Hell, I act like more of a man than he does. Let's just keep it all the way above. Most women act like more of a man than he does. Catch it. If we spent our life living like him, we'd be crying all fucking day. I'd never leave my house all day. I'd be fucking crying. If I lived like this guy did. If I got affected personally, emotionally, by everything that was said to me or about me. But this guy, this is why he stay in a fucking diaper. And look, Rooster telling y'all, true strength is in action, not words. This is what I keep saying. That's why I keep saying Republican Party's they're not strong. All of them are weak. Trump exposed that the Republican Party is all full of people with absolutely positively no backbone. That's what Trump exposed. They let a guy in a diaper expose that they're weak. Yep, that they didn't stand for shit. All these years they've been lying to people. They never stood for nothing. Say it again. Who said that? Say it, Nerd Alert. Yep, alphas don't say they're alphas. They don't have to. I ain't never seen an alpha man walk in the room and go, I'm an alpha man. You must listen to me because alpha man is here. They don't do that. They don't do that. Weak men do that. I'm going to tell you, weak men do it, and I'm going to tell you something else. Weak women, pick-me's, they promote and push that weak man shit. Yeah, I said that too. I'm going to make some other folk upset when I say that shit. Those pick-me's. Yeah, if you're out there and you're listening, you push that weak man shit too. Those pick-me's also raise those boys at home to grow up to act like girls. I said what I said, because a pick-me can't keep a man either. Catch it. Yeah, the ones who always sucking up, they can't keep a man either. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Because see, the real tea is most conservative men want liberal women anyway. Why you think they keep coming in my life? I got a whole husband. Why you think they come in this life? Because they looking for a liberal woman. They don't want no conservative woman. They want a liberal woman. They want a liberal woman. Why? Because a liberal woman brings something to the table. See, a real strong man knows that he does want a woman that brings something to the table. Otherwise, you dealing with a child. You dealing with a child otherwise. I'm going to say it and just keep it all the way above. Listen, I love me some Share 7. Don't get me wrong. But all this bullshit about I don't bring nothing to the table but just me. Listen, I'm going to tell you something I was taught. Okay? I was taught at a very young age. Kitty cat ain't got no face. Okay? So if y'all riding the wave on, I got the best kitty cat. It ain't got no face. You need to cut that shit. I'm trying to help y'all. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. Okay? I'm trying to help y'all. So all of that soft life bullshit, you can still have a soft life, but do something with yourself. Because otherwise, he's marrying a child. He's married a burden, a bill. Somebody he got to take care of because she can't do shit for herself. Who the hell want that? I know if I was a man, I wouldn't want that shit. Get out of here. Why the hell would I want another child? And then I'm going to have babies with her and she's the other child. Yeah, it's just more and more pressure. More and more pressure. That shit crazy. That's crazy. So when I hear those types of things, I always look at it and go, if you're going to get married, don't you want to create a partnership? Aren't you and this person supposed to be joining together so y'all can create something that takes it to the next level? Not stay at the same level. Take it to the next level. Create an empire. Isn't it supposed to be something you build together? Where you both can be proud of each other and look at each other and be proud of each other? Not because one of you is oppressing the other one. Because of both of you are both like going in and doing the damn thing. But somewhere along the way, America lost its focus. It's like y'all gotta wake up. Y'all bought into the propaganda. Y'all bought into the propaganda. And you took your eye off the ball, because ultimately what's happening is rich people are playing with each and every one of our lives, they're financing this guy here. He's just a symptom of a bigger problem. He's a symptom of rich people oppressing the working class, the 99.9%. Hey, Jessica, nobody cares about that, beloved. I really don't. But the fact that she was here, I had to send Jessica packing. Because if Jessica is a conservative woman, this is my question to all conservative women. It's 10:04 this morning. There ain't no laundry to be done? You ain't preparing your Sunday dinner? It's Father's Day. Why the fuck are you on here with me? Shouldn't you be taking care of your man? Thank you for my man. My man. Thank you for my man. Shouldn't you be doing that? No, but instead you're online acting like a fucking liberal woman. That's why I call them out all the time. Oh, she gone. I booted her. She gone. They talk a lot of shit, but none of them act traditional like they claim because they don't want to be traditional women at all. It's bullshit that they sell. They push that traditional shit when they shape funny. Catch it. I said what I said. I said what I said. You got to push whatever gimmick in the world when you ain't got no, when you don't know how to hold a conversation, when you don't have no charisma, no character. Yeah, then you start talking about, I'm traditional. I cook 3 meals a day. I cook 3, oh, Douglas, oh, Douglas, oh, you think I was going to be heard. I cut this hair off on purpose, beloved. Bye. You know you like it. Look, I'm about to be like that lady on Friday after next. Somebody like it. Catch it. That's when they start talking that traditional shit. When they ain't got nothing else to offer. She ain't got no skills to work for herself and make no money, so she looking for a traditional man. He ain't got nothing to offer a woman, so he's looking for a traditional woman. Because he don't want nobody that's going to challenge him. He don't want nobody that might be smarter than him. Listen, a lot of men, and those are the ones that know they got a good one. A lot of men are married to women that are smarter than them. They don't have no problem with that. They like shit. I like that she's smarter than me in certain ways, and I'm smarter than her in certain ways. And together, we're a superpower. We're a superpower together. That's what a partnership is. That's what a partnership is. Nobody's anybody's everything. Nobody. Anybody saying is lying. They're lying. That's what all this anger is about. Yep, men have physical strength, women have mental. Because see, as a woman, I know I cannot physically overtake. I was taught this very young. My mother always used to say this. She said, be careful of men and boys. Because even your smallest boy and your smallest man could be stronger than your biggest, strongest woman. My mama always used to remind me that. She says, don't be in no man's face, challenging them like you some man. There are other men who can do that. You don't need to do that. Let the men do that. The way that you deal with them is through psychological warfare. That's how you handle men. And it's a fact. This is why some men, and I'll say weak men, are so threatened by women. It's because they know psychologically, if a woman wants to, she can essentially, I hate to say be in a trance, but if you've seen the movie The Craft, when they put that spell on the boy and he's like, it's like that. If she knows what she's doing. If she knows what she's doing. And this the cherry on top. She can do that to your mind and you never have touched her. And she never have touched you physically at all. Don't play with me. That's when you learn to talk to people. You learn to have eye contact with folks. You learn to listen to them. See, a lot of men aren't listened to. A lot of them aren't listened to. The people don't hear them. They speak, but they're not heard. Let you be a woman that hears them. Child. Secret code unlocked. Secret code unlocked. I'm just letting you know. Yeah, men are not as complex as women like to infer. They're really not. But they're also not as simple sometimes as women like to infer. They're not. Like you're complex, but you're not as complex as people think. But you're also not as simple as folks think. Yeah, some are. You're right, Rooster. Some are, though. But most are good. You say, don't tell them hard enough dealing with women naturally. Listen, my thing is this. What I have learned, right, especially working in IT and being in circles where it's usually male dominant, very male heavy, how I navigate those circles is important. And it separates the girls from the women. I'll say it like that. It separates the girl from a woman. But you have to know how to navigate. And I was taught this very early on. Men will treat you the way you behave. I know some women, you don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. Men will treat you the way that you behave. Yep. If you lead with your ass, you will get fucked. Yeah. That's a fact. I'm just keeping it all the way a buck. If you want to be respected, respect yourself. I just gotta say that. Respect yourself. You do that, he will respect you. Because see, a man gonna meet you where you at. If he feel like you got too much respect for yourself and he know he ain't on no respect right now, he gonna leave you the fuck alone. Because he gonna be like, well, she ain't gonna be about the shits with me. Let me go on and just go on ahead over there. You understand where I'm coming from? But if you respect yourself, and that's a guy that understands in order to engage with you, he's got to be respectful, he'll do it. Now, I didn't say he was genuine. I said he would do it. Now, it's up to you to do the regular, to do the right, assessment to determine if it's authentic. Because understand, a lot of guys are really great actors. Oh, dang, she respects herself. How am I going to talk down to her and make her feel small? Some of them think like that. Some of them think like that, Orange, and some of them go, I'm going to just leave her the hell alone because I can't get in her mind the way I can get in her mind. Some of them are looking for the easy play. See, that's the other thing. Why go through all the rigmarole when I can get an easy one right here? Ain't no point in knocking you down when I can get this one right here and I can knock her down faster. Yep, but set your boundaries. Absolutely. And understand, some people are going to see your boundaries as a challenge, which is going to make them want to pursue you. And understand, right? And I just said it about about men to women. Guys, I'm going to say it to y'all too. I'm still disappointed at y'all in having babies with women that you don't even know. I'm over that. I'm over you taking more time to pick out new tennis shoes than you are to pick out who's going to be the mother of your child. I'm over that. I'm over you having babies with women and going, she ain't shit, but you picked her. She wasn't shit before you had a baby with her, but you didn't take out the time to get to know that because you didn't care. See, you got to take some ownership in that too. A lot of the reason why a lot of these children are growing up in homes without having both parents is because both of the parents are making decisions that are fucking stupid. They're choosing with their bodies and not with their minds. And you're doing a disservice to those children. And that's why you have women growing up, don't know how to act because they ain't never had no good leadership in their home from women or men. And the same thing with the boys. They grow up, they never had good leadership in their homes from women or men. Period. Because no matter what you say, see, this is what I learned about also with men. Men who had a good mama, when they navigate the world and they're looking for women that remind them of their mother. If they had a good one, that woman has qualities that are reminiscent of their mother that make them feel good. Because for men, if they have a good mother, their mother is a safe space for them. This is why you can't never talk shit about their mama. Because mama's a safe space. Mama's a sacred ground. Because mama was the first person they ever met, the longest person they've ever known. She's the safe space. So when they go out into the world to look for companionship and look for women, they tend to gravitate to women that remind them of their mothers. See, and Rooster saying it, his sister raised him and gave him an image of what to look for. Because see, that becomes the model for what you compare all women to. Think about it. You've heard men say it. My mama cook every day. My mama do this. My mama do that. My mama do. I'm just telling you, and women do it in relation to their fathers. If you were raised with your fathers in the home, you compare every man to your daddy. It's the first man you ever met, the longest man you've ever known. It's the same shit. And thank you, Maud, for catching all of those. They thinking they doing something. But it's that same thing. This is why it's imperative that we're mindful about the homes that we create. Trump is a product of poor. He wasn't raised well. And he had both his parents at home. That tell you both his parents wasn't shit. But he just wasn't raised well. Because I also want to be clear. Having both parents in the home is not a guarantee that you're going to be raised well. See, Rooster said he's a single father of 3 girls. And Rooster sounds like a great father. That's just real. But that comes from... Oh, I see somebody called me the Nigger word up in here. Oh, but I never saw it because TikTok caught it. I tell you, it's nothing like seeing these folks who are so angry and they claim it's black fatigue. How is it black fatigue if you looking for me on the internet? Jesus. Y'all help the children. I listen, and I can't even be hurt by it because they were hoping that it would hurt me. And the fact that it didn't, listen. What do they say? Trump is raised wrong. He's absolutely raised wrong. I want to show y'all one more picture I found too. Look at this. Look at this. I'm going to let y'all read it. Because I used to order from Wish back in the day till I realized Wish was full of shit. Listen. He thought that he was going to have this spectacular parade. Honey. You know who I felt sorry for? The Army. Because they could have had a day the fuck off. But instead, they were there doing that bullshit for him. So that's the thing that got me. Oh, till book reading, your president shits himself. Oh, poor little Tick, you mad because your president shits on himself and pisses on himself all the time. But bye, poo-poo. Listen, and let me tell y'all something too. That one was really funny because his avatar was Emmett Till. I'm supposed to be shaking in my boots and oh so scared. Let me tell y'all something. What y'all seeing, this is one of the reasons why I keep saying Trump being in office again, it doubles down for mediocrity. They mad they're poor. They're mad they're still in those shitty ass communities, in those shitty ass jobs. I'm telling you why they mad. This is why all the hate. Because the thought is the civil rights is why they are poor. Their thought is immigration is why they're poor. White America. So that's they. The white America that lifts up white supremacy, in case you didn't understand. That's who the they I'm talking about. I didn't say it was all white people. I said those who support white supremacy. Yeah. Mediocrity don't pay the way it used to. You can't get a job with a house and a car, take several vacations a year just for showing up at the factory. That shit don't fly no more. America changed. No, I understand, Sofa. But America changed. At one time, you could be mediocre and have an exceptional life in America, but it changed. The system changed on you so that rich people could have more money, and they keep changing the system on you. That's why I keep saying why people are fighting one another. Rich people just getting richer. That's it. But guess what, Joanna? America loves socialism. If you like FEMA, you like socialism. If you like the military, that shit is socialism. That's socialism. That's why I laugh. That fucking military gets so many people out of poor ass middle American communities. If it wasn't for our military and our fucking tax dollars, they would be in those dead-end communities struggling to survive. But it's our tax dollars that keep them going. That's why I get annoyed at them talking about they hate socialism. No, you don't. They love socialism, especially conservatives. They stay having their hand out. Mr. Government, Mr. Uncle Sam, sir, Mr. Government, sir, please give us money. They barely pay into the union, but they're always pulling from it. Always. So this is why I don't have any wiggle room for the stuff. America is a socialist country. Always has been. Tom, you know what Kamala did with my tax dollars? She bought Trump a new pack of Depends. Bye, because your president shits himself. I just have to tell them that. You work and pay lots of taxes. Me too. But I'm paying the taxes for conservatives and I'm tired of paying their taxes. I'm tired of it. You say you saw them in the parade. They're either not trained. This is the thing. I wanna give a little bit of deference to our military in the parade. Did they march well? No. I didn't expect them to. They're not there for fucking marching. You understand? Our soldiers aren't there for fucking marching. They don't spend all day marching for practicing to march for fucking parades. So I didn't expect them to march well. You know what I mean? So that's why I was just like, it was a bullshit waste of money. The reason why we see the Chinese military marching well is because they want them to, it's a performance. They want them to be doing all that shit. It's performance art. I didn't expect our military to be doing any of that. Exactly. Our military trains for readiness, not parades. So no, they weren't going to march well. If Trump was looking for it to look like he sees in those dictatorship countries, again, this is why reading books is important. He was never going to get that, ever. The only way he wasn't even going to get that if the Proud Boys did it. Catch it. Because Gravy Team 6 ain't even got the stamina for that shit. I don't think Harris dropped the ball. I think Democrats in their messaging, she wasn't aggressive enough. But I'm going to tell you something. Harris wasn't going to win no matter what. So let's just keep it 100. America's misogynist and racist. They also weren't going to elect her because she was a woman. Why the hell you think Hillary Clinton lost? It wasn't because of her fucking emails. Wake up. It's because she's a woman. One thing that America's harder on than racism is misogyny. Okay? They hate women just as much as they hate other races. Now, I'll be honest. They will allow women in a room before they allow certain races in a room. But they don't like women either. They'll just use women to get what they want. But they don't like women either. Hillary Clinton was a woman. If she was a man, she probably would have won. But she was a woman, so she wasn't going to win. Men, and you're going to have a lot of liberal men won't vote for her. Hey, it ain't just conservatives. You have a lot of liberal men that will never vote for a woman to be president. And their logic is they'll start wars. Every war we've ever had been started by a man. Every conflict we've ever had been started by men. Everything. Every misunderstanding started by men. Every deficit by men. Every time a government has fallen, men. It's men. It's not women. And I always say, when they say we can't trust a woman, conservative men too, Darby. All men. All men. Trump is fucking up the economy right now. That's a conservative man. Well, you could say he's a liberal man that just fooled conservatives into running Republican, because he said if he ever ran, he'd do it as a conservative because they were stupid. So, you know, but all of them do it. Oh, they scared of Jasmine Crockett. Now look at all the other countries and how they're doing. Yeah, they're doing well in those other countries. I just say this. When people say women can't run the country because they're too emotionally volatile, my thing is, this is my statement. So why you having babies with them? I wouldn't have no babies with no woman if I thought she was emotionally volatile and then leave my creations with her alone, unsupervised. I wouldn't go to sleep around them. I wouldn't eat their food. Follow my logic. Like I said, it's bullshit. Exactly, Ashley, and it's projection. If women were that damn bad, why you want them? It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Man, men are more highly emotional than any creature on this planet. It's what I said before. Because a lot of them are raised by women and they want to be bad bitches too. But we both can't be a bad bitch. Yeah, G-Mac, it took me a minute to get there too, because I was like, I'm trying to figure out what the thing is, but I'm telling you, it's the sensitivity of the American male. They keep talking about women have changed. Yes, women have changed, but women have changed because they've had to. If the guy that you're trying to see is sitting here fucking crying and you got to take care of your business, you're going to do what you got to do to make sure you good. You're not going to sit around and wait for him to wipe his fucking tears. So women have gotten more independent, more tough, because they have to be. Because men are sitting there fucking crying. You got men coming this live and cry about me talking about a whole other man. That shit crazy to me. To me. I'm like, that's wild to me. Like, I've never been in, like, from a professional perspective, I was never brought into a space as a woman and treated with kids' gloves. I always had to fight and navigate my way through. You understand? But as a man, depending on what your job is, say you come into IT. I'm not saying they're going to treat you like a kid, like a child, but it's going to be a good old boys club. And they're going to make you feel comfortable. It ain't the same. I got to earn my spot when I get in. Keep in mind, I was hired for the job, but I also have to earn my spot. And I have to earn my respect. Always. You don't have to do that. So by proxy, I can't be more sensitive. Because if I'm more sensitive, then I can't progress in my career. I know. I come from a career of working around like 90% men. So I know how to engage and speak with them and be very clear about my expectations. And then be clear about the consequences if my expectations are not met. And it's received because I don't get emotional. I'm just very factual and matter of fact. And then if a man chooses to get emotional, I'll be very clear. Are we talking about business here or are we talking about your feelings? Catch it. Not with me. You won't come here and be emotional with me and expect me to be emotional too, because I know it won't be treated in the same way. So I'm going to tell you to go to the bathroom and get yourself together. Look, go into the bathroom and get yourself together. And when you finish, come on back and we can talk about it. Then I'll tell you in private, listen, I understand feeling emotional. But there's a time and place for things, and you got to learn to keep your emotions in check. Yep, facts over feelings. And as my mama used to say, facts ain't feelings and feelings ain't facts. They put tampons in men's restroom now. They need to. And see, some people will say, oh, they do it because of trans people. No, they do it because men are crying so fucking much. They don't know where to put them now. No, Rooster's fine. Rooster's fine, Orange. Don't y'all argue in these comments. Look, y'all about to cut up. I have to slow it down. I don't want to be like Trump. Trump would have egged that shit on. You feel me? Trump would have been here like Birdman, just rubbing his hands together, egging that shit on. That's not me. That's not me. Rooster is agreeing in this conversation. Yeah, so everybody chill. What they say, everybody chill out. What they say, y'all about to wild out. Wild out. Like, don't do that. But thank you all for joining this morning. Look, like, not your Birdman. Look, I want to go back and, no, I want to show y'all this picture. This was when he was going the parade route. Look. Look at the rafters. Yeah, your America showed up as Patrick Swayze in Ghost. Bye, Maria. If you want to say that Patrick Swayze and fucking, what's that other movie? Hollow Man? There's a whole bunch of Hollow Mans in the stands. Yeah, then it was filled to the brims. Yet them Craigslist people ain't show up. I ain't surprised. You know why? Because the only people that would have showed, I'm going to tell you why, the first reason why. Because they said $1,000 in Bitcoin. That's the first reason why ain't nobody show up. I'm going to tell you that right now. Most Americans, at least if you talk about Americans that you're going to give a hat to sit in that seat, they want cash. They want shmoney. They want shmoney. Fuck Bitcoin. Run me my chips and dip. I want the cash. I wouldn't want to get stuck trying to do exchanges and shit. But the reason why the companies, and I would have wanted my money up front. The reason why the companies wanted to do Bitcoin, because you can't trace it. See, it's all about hiding where the money comes from. The problem with hiding where the money comes from is you got to find somebody that's willing to take it and go through the trouble. Most of those people in middle America gonna go, what the fuck is a Bitcoin, Lois? They say they're gonna pay $1,000 for us to come to DC for the Trump parade, but they say they pay in the damn Bitcoin. What the fuck is a Bitcoin, Lois? They don't know. They don't know. They not gonna take no damn Bitcoin. Know what they gonna say? They gonna show up. Listen here, buddy. You said you gonna pay me in the Bitcoin. I'd rather get paid in the regular coin. I don't know nothing about no bits, but I'll take the regular coin if you got that. You understand what? Y'all know where I'm coming from. Like what? Come on, man. Come on, man. That's why they couldn't get nobody. Bitcoin. Psh, liberals take Bitcoin. And liberals, you can't. This the thing. You can't even pay a liberal to show up at a fucking parade. My liberal ass, if you came to me, they say, hey, I'll pay you $1,000 to go to a parade. Cash money? You just want me to go. You gonna pay me cash? Bitcoin. No, I want no fucking Bitcoin. I want money. I want money. I want cash. I want moolah. I do not want to be trying to do exchanging after the fact. Nope, I'm good. I'm not doing it. That's why they couldn't get nobody. That ain't no, first of all, yeah, $1,000 is a nice little piece of change for going to a fucking parade, but it ain't if it's in Bitcoin. Fuck out of here. Out of here. Yeah, it was in Bitcoin. Yep, say it again, Oscar. I don't want Bitcoin. I want regular coin. That's why I'm like, nah. I'm not having it. In any capacity. In any capacity. And he was pouting so much that nobody showed up. Look, I wanted him to show up like this, y'all. I wanted him to show up like this. I wanted him to show up in an outfit. Because you know he want to be military so bad even though he clowns them. He's jealous of them though. And you know how people always say Trump got stolen valor? This is the one time in Trump's life there's no stolen valor here. The one time. The one time there's no stolen valor. Look, he has earned multiple Happy Meals. Multiple Happy Meals. Look at him. Multiple Hamburglers. Look. Multiple Ronald McDonald's. See, this is the one time in his life that he wouldn't have stolen valor. He's earned it every step of the way. Oh yeah, the little grimace, I forgot. This is about the only time he can get medals. If he got little McDonald medals, you know? 12 for Iraq. You said, I've got 12 medals and ribbons for Iraq. I have hated him from jump. You should, because you made the ultimate sacrifice, Coco, and thank you for your service. I always say thank you to the military members for their service. You know, one of the reasons, see, I'm going to be transparent. Unlike Trump, I'm transparent. When I was in high school, Desert Storm was going on, right? And I thought about serving. So I took the ASVAB. Because I said, I think I'm going to go into the Army. Because one thing I knew, even then, because my father was Air Force, I have several family members that were in the service, right? And so, if you wanted to go to college, if you wanted housing, you know, if you want to buy a house one day growing up, you go into the service. Because this was back when the military had even better benefits than they have now. Because they've changed military benefits a lot over the years. But they were even better. And so at the time, I was thinking I'm going to go into the service, you know. So I took the ASVAB. I scored really well. And then Desert Storm happened. And I got shook. And I remember that recruiter, she called me all the time. She would come to my house all the time. And eventually I just told her, I was like, nah, I can't do it. I'm scared. And I didn't sign up and I didn't go. Honestly, one of my biggest regrets. Because looking back on it, I could have just given them, you know, 5, 6, 7 years and I would have been out and been good. But I was afraid because the war was happening. But I'll be honest about it. I was afraid to serve because it is an ultimate sacrifice. It is the ultimate sacrifice. And military ain't for everybody. And look, Rooster saying regret not staying. I regret not going in and making a career out of it. Because somebody I know who did, who's my age, she went in and spent 20-something years in the Navy. She's out now getting crazy pension money every month from the Navy on top of a job. Oh, she living the life. So but she got a lot of medical issues. See, that's the other side of it. So again, me not doing it, every decision that you did make and didn't make, it's where you are right now in your life. Ooh, Trina, you had 33 years of service. Thank you for your service, beautiful. That's a long time. That's a lot of service. Thank you. And see, people forget military members don't make a lot of money. They don't make a lot of money. I even knew military members that were on food stamps. They're not making living wages, a lot of them. Oh no, you see, y'all see the officers and y'all see the generals, but that ain't the norm. By and large, majority of the troops, they're just working poor people. They're working poor people that get food, shelter, and clothing, and education and training. But ideally, they're the working poor. But they're not, you don't go into military to become rich. That's not why they do it. For many people, it's another economic option to get out of another situation they're in that frankly isn't that economically great for them. So the military becomes the other option. Oh, and Trina says the job stress is real. Yeah, I've never worked in the military. I've never been military. I didn't go in, but I've worked with a lot of military people. And frankly, to be honest with you, most of the time, I've liked working with them because they tend to be, it's very black and white. Like it's no middle ground kind of thing. So they're easier to work with. But let me tell y'all, one time I got cussed out by a major in the military. And I'm not even in the military. And I'm gonna tell this little story. Because I don't think I ever told this on the live or even in a video. I got cursed out on the phone by a major because I missed a period in a sentence. No bullshit. Now, I'll tell you the story. I was working for a company and I was an instructional designer at the time, and we were doing a course on the UCMJ. Let me tell you something. One thing I know very well backwards and forwards is the UCMJ. Why? I had to do Army courseware on it. I designed Army course, so I know the UCMJ very well. So this major, he would write all the questions for the exams, right? This guy ain't had no personal life. His personal life was watching football. He wasn't married. He had no kids. The service was his life, okay? And he was a lawyer. It was a bad combination with me. It was all these things intersected at one time. He was a lawyer, a major with no children, hardcore, and a stickler for things being exactly the way he wants them. Now, keep in mind, all up to this point, this guy was pretty cordial. Very cordial to me, no issue. So one day I was on the phone with one of his sergeants, and I'll never forget this. And the sergeant, he was a very nice guy. And he said to me, listen, the major's upset because he was looking at some of the stuff and it was a period missed on one of the questions. And if you guys could get on there and get that fixed today, it would just help me out and make my life so much easier, you know? So as he's talking to me, I can hear this yelling in the background. Give me the damn phone. Give me the goddamn phone. I'm going to talk to these motherfuckers and let them know it. And I'm like, what the hell? Then I hear all this. Then he gets on the phone. That man curses me out for maybe 5 seconds straight. I had never been cursed out like that before. Y'all seen the movie Tropic Thunder. You remember when Tom Cruise cursed out that guy that was holding the dude hostage, and the guy looked at the phone like, that was me. I was like, I was appalled. I was like, because I had never been spoken to like that, ever. Do you understand? Never in my life. That man dragged my ass, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. That motherfucker dragged me. He dragged me. I even cried afterwards. That's how hard that man dragged me. That man dragged the shit out of me, honey. Now, keep in mind, the document was 75 pages. I missed one period that was on page like 40-something. Who the fuck would even miss that? But according to the sergeant, he's like, the major would miss that shit. The sergeant was like, this motherfucker don't have no life. So trust me, he would miss it. And the guy tried to hold the phone to keep the major away from him, but away from me. What he supposed to do? That major took that phone and cursed me 7 ways of Sunday. And then when he was done cursing me out, he gave the phone back to the sergeant. And I just remember the sergeant saying, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." That's all he could say. But he couldn't say too much because the major, could hear him, So I never forgot that. I got off the phone. I went to my boss and I said, "That man just cursed me out. He called me so many kinds of names." Now, my boss was former Army. My boss's boss was former Army. All the other people in the company, they were like, a lot of them were former military. So they called him and they told him outright, unacceptable behavior. You will not speak to our employee that way. She is a civilian. She is not a military member. You will practice respect and you will apologize or we will terminate contract. And he did apologize to me in the way that he could, but it had me go after that. Yeah, he's unstable. And I only said he was unstable because he lost it over a period. That's why I said he was unstable. But I ain't never, that's the only time I got my clock cleaned. Honey, Rooster, yes, it did make me look at things different. It made me look at it was like, whoa, because prior to him crashing out like that, I looked at this man with such respect and reverence. But when he crashed out like that, I said, oh, I can't respect that. When I saw how he spoke to his sergeant, before he took the phone from his sergeant, and then how he tried to talk to me, or ain't no try, how he did talk to me. He checked my ass. Listen. That is still one that I remember. You know how sometimes something happened to you and you never forget about it? Like it don't hurt me anymore or anything like that, but I never forgot it. That shit stuck with me. He cleaned my fucking clock. You motherfucker. I never forget that. Ooh, he was out of West Virginia at that child. Honey. So and because I already knew he was mad that he was stationed out of West Virginia. He was mad. He didn't like it. He already was mad he was in a place he didn't want to be. Okay? So it didn't help that I triggered him with missing a period on a sentence. But I learned later it wasn't about me. His beloved college football team had lost the game that same day. But even still, it was unacceptable. But I learned a valuable lesson with that everybody got their breaking point. His was a period. But it also told me maybe I ain't built for the service. When I was younger, I could have done it. But at that age, I was at a point where it was like, the hell? But it had me shocked more than anything. Shocked. But I never forgot that. I wonder where he is now. He's probably still in the service because he was a career service guy. Okay, you should have said go Navy. Oh, I was scared of this man too. That man was like 6'2", 15. He was a big man. I wasn't scared of him in terms of like I thought he would do something to me. Like the height was just intimidating. He was a big guy. But he was a guy. I understood why he was single and never had no kids and ain't had no woman. Once that blow up happened, I was like, oh, now I see why you're single. Okay, all right. Because a soldier is one of the few people in the world that never got a problem getting a woman. Never. You a soldier, you can get a woman. Whether you get an American one or a foreign one, you're going to get yourself a woman. So the fact that he was never married, had no kids, that was odd to me. And he was a major? What? Yeah. Then when he blew up, I said, oh, that's why. Fucking crazy. Last pound that breaks the shelf, the straw. Yeah, that's how I felt. And he was probably a couple of years off from retirement. I'm sure he was just tired. I'm sure it was. I'm sure he was tired. You think service is for black men? Yes, it can be. I know quite a few black men that serve. My daddy served. All my uncles served in the service. So it all depends. Not the no wire. Listen. Oh, that's where the metaphor comes from, Rooster. Okay, see, I didn't know. Okay. But I think the service is a great place to learn discipline, to learn structure, to learn that you don't always have control, especially if you're a person who has a trouble with losing control. Cause I wanted to, it's me. But since it's too much for you, I booted you. Fuck. So she didn't like the word fuck. But that's why I think the service is a good thing. The service is a great place to go to learn things, especially if you ain't never been taught nothing. It's a whole lot of people in this world who parents ain't teach them a damn thing. And the military is a great place for you to go to learn something. Learn how to get your ass up on time every day. Learn how to be structured. Learn how to clean up. Learn how to do something. Learn how to have a bigger cause that's bigger than yourself. Because some people need that. Some people need to know that there are causes in the world bigger than yourself. That the sun does come up even if your ass don't get up. So I think the military is a good thing for some people, especially if you need structure. Because people who don't have structure, the military, it will force you into compliance. You will either leave or it'll force you into compliance. You said that it gave your husband great opportunities. He's been oh yeah, aircraft mechanics make bank. And it's always a shortage of aircraft mechanics. Always a shortage. I'm going to tell you guys one more story on the way out of here this morning. I'm going to tell you guys about how my brother, one of my brothers, joined the Navy and got booted out in boot camp and sent home with a dishonorable discharge. And you know, it's kind of hard to get a dishonorable one in boot camp. So my brother, it was my mom's bright idea. She told my brother, you should join the service. And I kept saying, nope, he shouldn't join the service because he's soft as cotton. But she said, no. It'll give him structure. And I said, no, not this guy. But he enrolled anyway. So he took the exam and he enlisted. And they sent him to Chicago for boot camp. So he goes there. And this is the story he tells us once he comes back and he gets booted out and he comes back. So he goes there and he says, at first it was all right. But then, I saw a guy broke his leg and they didn't send him home. And I said, well, why would they send him home? He's government property. They're going to wait for him to heal up and then he'll finish boot camp. He said, well, yeah, that's what they did. And so he's there on crutches. I said, yeah, because he signed a contract. When he heals up, then he'll finish boot camp. There's other things he can do while he's waiting to do that other physical stuff that y'all are doing. He's like, I didn't like that. He said, so was that. And I didn't like how they talked to me. I didn't like how they bossed me around. Because see, my brother has a problem with authority, right? He has a problem with authority, right? Which is why he needed the service. So, one day, he decided, I'm going to go AWOL. I'm going to sneak off the base and go back home, right? So, somehow, some way, he snuck off the base. He got off the base and went to try to go to the airport to fly home. But Dummy left his ticket on the base. So he had to go back to the base and try to sneak back onto the base. In trying to sneak back onto the base, they caught his ass. But they still ain't sent his ass home. You ain't getting off that easy. You signed a fucking contract. Again, when you sign a contract with the government, you in all the way. That's why you need to be careful when you sign them contract. So they still ain't sent his ass home, right? Because he thought they was going to send him home. Not even happening. So one of the other guys told him, they like, listen, if you want to really go home, you got to be crazy. That's the only way to get put out of here. You got to be crazy. So my brother's like, all right, I got to come up with a plan. I got to be crazy. But I got to be crazy enough that they don't try to fix me, right? They don't try to fix me. They just let me go home. You understand? Because he knew that there are levels to it. See? And he wanted to come home and sit on his ass and do nothing. So guess what he did? He took his government issued, military issued t-shirt or shirt, whatever that shirt was they gave him, and he put it on the ground. And he shit on it. And then he stuck an American flag on top of it. They sent his punk ass home on the first thing smoking. Sure did. Sure did. Sent his punk ass home on the first thing smoking. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Dummy. Oh, he don't mess around. My brother, he went all the way in. Yeah, he deserved the boot, okay? The Uncle Sam said, oh, no, ma'am. I don't blame him. I would have booted his ass too. But see, me being the petty bitch that I am, if I was the fucking boot camp person, I'd have kept his ass. I'd have doubled down on that shit. Oh, you want to shit on America, do you, boy? You want to shit on America? Well, I'm going to show you how we shit on America here. Reps. I would have wore his ass out. You heard me. I wouldn't have sent his ass home. Shit. I'd have wore his ass out and then sent him home. But I guess, you know, I understand our government. Get the hell out of here. You don't want to be here, send your packing. But man, that was the most diabolical shit I'd ever heard of in my life. Literally. That's how you get the fuck out of a job. You want to get out of a contract? That's how you get out of a contract. Listen. That is how you get out of a contract. You know, and it's just one of those things where I go, every so often I'll say to my brother, you know, had you gone in, you would have had 10 years by now. Life ain't worked out for him very well at all. It's just been downhill ever since. I didn't share that story to say, yeah, and since he didn't go in now, he owns a multi-million-dollar company. Lies. It's been downhill ever since. I know y'all didn't think I was about to pivot and say, but now he owns 200 acres, a multi-million. No. He should have went in. He should have stayed in the circle. Yeah, but he's in his 40s. Yeah, my brother he'll be 50 this year if I'm not mistaken, or next year. He old enough to know better. Man, 50 Cent, if you're listening, we need a movie. Hell, up to a couple years ago, he still wanted to be a rapper. Listen. Who you supposed to be, sir? MC such and such? MC can't get it right. Come on. I love him because he's family. You know, we can't choose our family. But yes, that movie, we need that movie. If nothing but for the visual of the military shirt with the shit on top, with the flag tipped on the top. If for nothing else. But it was like, this is the dumbest thing ever. What made you think? For me, it was the sneaking off the base and sneaking back on and thinking you wouldn't get caught. That was the thing that got me. The fact that you got off the base was the win. But your dumb ass went back. Okay. Yeah, I'll share more stories in the future. Let me tell you, I got stories for your ass for many different people. I got stories of folks that I know got a wife, a girlfriend, and a side chick. That's a lot of things, isn't it? What they say, America. Oh my gosh, the things I've seen, y'all. The things I've seen, the things I've heard, listen, I've seen a lot of things with my own eyes. I'm gonna tell you one more story. And then I gotta wrap up because it's Father's Day and I'm taking my husband to breakfast this morning. I remember one time, some friends and I, this was in the 90s, we were going to hang out, we were going to party at a gay club, right? Skimmer. Yeah. They gave her the nominee as the presidential candidate for Democrats. I just don't understand why you care. And since you shouldn't care about it, but you do anyway, I'm gonna boot you. Sounds like you're jealous. Bye. How are you gonna talk about Kamala Harris and be mad when I look in your profile, it says you're a United States Marine Corps veteran? You're a socialist. You're a socialist by proxy. The government used to pay you. The government trained you. And now you don't like socialism. Okay. While you still get a government pension from the Marines. Okay. I ain't no socialist. I earn that money. Okay. All right. I don't know what else to say to these people. I just block them. I block them. I don't spend if I don't tell you nothing else, don't waste any more time engaging in back and forth with conservatives. They want your attention. They want your attention. Bigly. Don't do it. Starve them of it. Okay? Starve them of the attention. That's the big thing that I can tell all Americans. If you want America to change from where it is to where it needs to go, starve conservatives of the attention. That's all they want is your attention. I saw a conservative say online this morning, say, well, I'm just happy liberals are upset. Upset with what? Because they were talking about the parade. I'm just happy liberals are upset with the parade. No, I'm more annoyed that my tax dollars were spent on that shit. And as a conservative, you should be annoyed too, since you're supposed to care about wasteful spending. See, that's that other bullshit. They don't care about no wasteful spending. They don't care about your community. They don't care about your family. They don't care about any of us. They care about money and power. Y'all keep contacting your elected officials, okay? Keep contacting your elected officials. Contact your senators, your House elected official congressmen, everybody. Look, as we're wrapping up, I want to make sure I put little Paw up there again in his diaper. Man, 45 minutes could pay for a lot of VA benefits. But instead of them fixing the VA, Trump has decimated the VA. Made it worse for veterans to get the care they're supposed to get. Because he doesn't care. You can't stand me, baby. You see little baby, you see little Pawpaw Trump playing with his, that's what he did after the parade yesterday. He went back to the White House and took all his little clothes off and sat down and played with his toy soldiers. Look at him. Oh, he's so cute. And y'all know they mad. Look, I'm going to do it one more time before I leave tonight. I can't believe this. She's sitting over here talking about my president like this. We had a beautiful parade yesterday celebrating America. And then she comes on this here damn TikTok and show my president like this. It just hurts me, man. It hurts me. Because I love my country and it hurts me to see these types of things. Why can't we come together? Why can't we be one nation under liberty, indivisible, with justice and everything for all? But the liberals are just so mean. They're so mean. I don't understand it. We've been nothing but nice to those people. That's how they act. That is how they act. The cognitive dissonance with these people is ridiculousness. That's why I don't pay it no attention no more. Fuck them people. Okay? Don't give them any more energy and space. I'm going to make sure today too, because DCJ mentioned this yesterday about the Trump baby accounts. I didn't do any any videos on them this morning, but I may record a video on that and put it up this afternoon. If not, I'll do it tomorrow, because I did some digging on that yesterday. We talked about that last night. I'm going to do a video on that, because only a fool would have a baby if the government going to pay you $1,000. Ain't no fucking money. Chill, bye. Chill, bye. But listen, I love you guys. Oh my God, thank you so much. We got 83,000 likes this morning. Thank you all so much. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. Thank you, babe, so much. Thank you for the gifts. I want to remind you, if you love this conversation, check out the link in my bio to the Straight No Chaser podcast. New podcast episodes every Wednesday, 7 p.m. I'm on Spotify, Patreon, and YouTube. In addition to that, I just started a Substack this week where I also do written commentary too. So I like that irony in the written commentary as well. Before I leave, I always like to do this because I always say thank you for the support, because you can support anybody, but you come here to support me, and I appreciate it. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the gifts. I always love to send a shout out to my top 5 gifters. Thank you so much. My dog is Charlie. Thank you, beautiful. Number 2, beautiful Stacy. Number 3, beautiful Kathy Yates. Number 4, beautiful Kiana Black. Number 5, beautiful Living Life. And a special shout out to beautiful Trell. Thank you so much, beautiful. Thank you to all of you, each and every one of you. And I want you to have a beautiful day. If you're listening to me on Spotify, thank you so much for the support, babe. I've been working on getting my sound better. Mama be suffering here, but I'm working on it. I'm getting it together. But thank you so much. And I'm going to end this live the way I end all live. First of all, before I do that, I want to say Happy Father's Day to all of the wonderful daddies out there. We love you. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for your leadership. You are appreciated beyond measure. You are appreciated beyond measure. So enjoy your day today, because today is your day, okay? So don't forget that, gentlemen. I love you all so much. Thank you. And remember, don't let nobody live rent-free in your head. Don't feed the trolls. And you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. I will see you all tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Because remember, I don't usually do lives on Sunday evenings because I got to wash clothes. I got to be domestic. I got to do what conservative women don't do. So I'm going to handle my business today. Love you guys. See you tomorrow morning. Peace, you guys. Bye-bye.